I got one foot in the sunbeam, I got one foot in the grave. I got one foot in the sunbeam, one foot in the grave. Got an angel on my shoulder, I got a devil up my sleeve. I got blue skies out my window, I got the city in my bones.